Well, before there was Bieber, there was another teen heartthrob that sang his way into the hearts of women and girls all over the world. He starred in the American TV classic, The Partridge Family, and he's joining us here today. Please welcome musician, the one and only David Cassidy.
My dressing room is upstairs.
Yeah, I have to say that you really hold a place in a lot of people's hearts, and I want you to remember that, because I know, I mean, many people struggle with alcohol, and it wasn't an easy road to recovery. I know that you've had some relapses and other things, so what was the pivotal moment in your life when you decided, I've had enough, like your bottom?
Well, the person I love the most on the earth is my son, Bo, and when he said to me, I can't have a relationship with you anymore, Dad. I don't know who you are now. That broke my heart. I can't even tell you the effect it had on me, that I realized there was only one way for me to go in the rest of my life. Otherwise, I'd lose the person that was the closest and I love the most, I care the most about, and he's like my best friend. He's now 25. He's in New York now. He's just done a couple of theatrical pieces in New York, and he is following in.
Well, clearly talent runs in the family. And David, I do want to ask you about another health condition.
Yep.
You've been open discussing your issues with alcohol, but this is a completely different health issue that you've been dealing with for much of your life. Tell us about that.
When I was born, I had a hereditary wandering eye. And I've actually discovered, from having now 5 eye surgeries, I know for a fact that when I was an infant in my crib, this eye wandered. And my brain said, okay, that one doesn't work, so we'll just use this one. So I am so left eye dominant, I could walk around like this for the rest of my life with my left eye without my right eye. It sees clearly, but my brain doesn't use it.
The medical term for this is strabismus, and certainly with a child, if you're noticing this, where the wandering eye, you need to address it sooner rather than later, because a child will begin to neglect that eye, and then it becomes more difficult.
No question.
So what are the causes of it? Muscle weakness?
Well, it's your extraocular muscles. It's that complex balance. All those muscles, we don't realize how complex it is to move in all those dimensions and to coordinate the two sides. That's what he's talking about.
And it's much easier, if you can, to allow your own eye muscles to evolve, because the surgeries can be obviously very, very difficult and challenging.
Well, now it's so much different than 1962.
It is.
Oh my
And that's such a blessing. And the blessing for those of you out there who are fans, he's back in the studio.
I recorded my very first solo Christmas album over the past few months.
So, Dave, is this classic Christmas songs that you did your rendition, or
some? I took my favorite Christmas songs that actually had some meaning to me personally.
Okay.
And I tried to avoid most of the ones that we hear over and over and over again.
Yes.
No, I have an original song which is called My Christmas Card to You that I'm very, very proud of. We recorded the whole thing with my band and did it live.
But David, I would like to introduce you to someone.
Okay.
One of your super fans.
Wow.
She's our very own line producer, Carol. Hi. You have something you want to say?
You represent a childhood memory, and it makes me feel good. I mean, I remember going to your concert. I must have been 10 years old. It was the first thing my mom and sister took me to. You were my very first concert, my very first little crush.
And the blessing for those of you out there who are fans, like I said before, he's back in the studio, a holiday album. If you want to get your hands on David's new album, head to our website, thedoctorstv.com. David, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Stay well.